Hello, and welcome back to our top-down shooter tutorial homework attack. In this video, we will start applying behaviors to our sprites so we can start adding some game-like controls to them. So, the first one that I want to add a behavior to is the player, because I want to be able to add some movement to the player. So adding a behavior in Construct is very simple. I'm just going to right-click, go down to Add, and say that I'm going to add a behavior. For our top-down shooter game, I'm going to add an 8-direction behavior. So there's my 8-direction behavior right there. And just by saying that I want to add the behavior, I've now created a playable game. So in the properties bar right here, I say that I have this 8-direction behavior, and I have a couple of values here that I can adjust, but let's go ahead and preview the game. So I'm just going to push the play button right here, the preview button, and that will let me see what my game looks like. So just by using the arrow keys now, I'm going to press the right arrow. I have a movable character. I'm going to press the down arrow, left, up. You see that I can make my character rotate and move around in this level. Now, a couple things that I do want to point out: if my character is facing to the right, I'm just going to press left. And you'll notice that when the character turns around, it doesn't flip around perfectly. And that's because its origin, its point of rotation, is not where I want it to be. Another thing that I want to address is that if I go off the screen, I can just leave, and if I want a very small level, that's okay, but I probably want my level to be a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and add some behaviors to fix that. So I'm going to add another behavior, and if I add the scroll to behavior, the scroll to behavior is going to make it so the camera will follow my character off of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and move down. I can move back up, I can move to the right, and the camera is going to follow. Now, something interesting will happen if I go to the left. I can actually leave the layout, so my character is capable of leaving the game. In order to make it so my character can't leave the game, I'm going to add another behavior. This one is called bound to layout. That's this one right here. And what that will do, let me go ahead and go back into the preview. If I go to the left, now you'll see that my character is stuck and I can't leave the game. So one more thing, let's go ahead and fix that pesky rotation. If I want to edit the character, I can double click it, and now I'm back into the animation editor. So if I wanted to draw something extra and improve my art, I can, but I want to improve the rotation. So let's go over to this crosshair right here. This is where we can edit the image points. Now, right now we only have one image point, that's the origin, and we see it's right here, and this is the point that the character is going to rotate around. So all I have to do is click where I want that to be now. So I want it to rotate around the center, which seems like it's right about there. I can close it, and now if I push play again, I see if I flip around, that's a much more natural flip for this weird looking guy. Okay, one other behavior that I want to talk about, let's talk about the knowledge right here. The knowledge should be shooting forward. That's all that this projectile is going to do, is move straight forward. So let's go ahead and give this a behavior. And the behavior that we want to add here is the bullet behavior. So if I push play right here, there it goes. It's flying off just like a bullet. And then down here in the properties, I can adjust this. So if I want the speed to be higher, so if I want it to be 800, I can then push play and we'll see that it moves a lot faster. For the sake of this demonstration, let's go ahead and lower it back down to 400.